Hi, this is Hank, the angry dwarf. Well, you. Why am I so angry? Well, goddamn business is it of yours. I think all of you people who listen to Howard Stern can go take a flying and your people mean nothing to me. You're like crap. If only I could reach you from the top of the Howard Stern building. You listening to the Howard Stern show, climb to the top of the building and jump off. And hopefully all of you will die.
Nice. 92.3 K-Rock. We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
All right, very good.
Well, how many highlights does Gorilla have?
Does Scott still not have this edited?
What's
is he
the deal?
a nut? I said to Scott, the engineer, get this thing up. What is he doing to me?
You mean he's not done with the highlights?
No. I can't. The tape broke. So I said to Scott, edit the tape. He just had 5 minutes to edit the tape. He can't even do that.
Oh, no.
The guy's the slowest engineer on the planet. Is he retarded
We're
or
talking
what?
about a tape splice this time, right?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
He's useless to me. He's just useless. This whole place is useless. What am I supposed to do now?
Where is he?
Scott, I got to ask you something. Are you retarded?
It broke again. It was done.
It broke again.
This tape is no good that's in here.
Are you retarded? I just got to know. Just tell me.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so now you know.
All right. Scott, what am I supposed to do while you tape? Can't you do... I mean, you're talking about a splice,
It was
Scott.
done.
It was done, yeah.
And then it broke. The tape here is no good, so I brought good tape.
So why, when you originally didn't you do good tape?
Well, the leader broke the first tape.
I don't know. I don't want to be in this business anymore. Would somebody help me?
Go to bartender school. You got the answer.
What is the number for bartending school? I really want to be a bartender. Anybody out there want to hire me? I want a 10 bar, damn it.
I think in a very short time you could have your own place, Howard.
Yeah. Yeah, I could be dating the #1 bunny. All right. Here we go, Scott. You useless sacker. All right. All right, Steve, what's the next clip we're going to hear?
Well, if Scott's didn't screw everything up, there should be a phone call from a police officer who was having a problem with the show.
I don't remember this.
This was when that woman called in and said there was an officer who had the radio open.
All right. You think this was a highlight?
You did.
What do you
You
mean I
did? What do you mean?
I think this is a highlight?
I pulled everything out, and you...
Oh. Okay.
This was your project.
This was your
Gorilla.
project. What do you mean I thought it was a highlight? Okay, this was a highlight to Grillo. This did make the newspapers.
Okay, we have a police officer with an open city radio.
Yeah.
Listening to your show that's being broadcast over our main frequency.
So you mean he's listening to the show?
And he doesn't realize his police radio is open and it's broadcasting your show over the whole radio.
But isn't that good, though? It'll please all the other officers to hear my show. No, it's not
We
because...
need to get back to business.
All right, so in other words, if he's listening...
Hopefully he'll close his own police radio up.
All right, let me make this announcement then. Hey, Officer Stukowski, please turn off your radio and get back to police business. How's that?
That's wonderful.
All right.
Hopefully a problem will be cleared up.
I'm happy to be a part of any police effort.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Very good. How about dial a date for yourself? All right, well, she's gone. All right, there was another highlight. And what other highlights do you have?
Okay, now, last Monday, Fred the Elephant Boy came on the air to respond to a letter sent by a girl who felt that someone should give Fred a chance. Now let's try to decipher what Fred had to say.
Is he annoying or what? Is he the most annoying kid?
Is that... Now let's try to decipher what...
This is the last week you do this.
Whatever.
You're
fine.
really annoying.
Whatever.
Like, you're taking it too seriously, man. I mean, these intros are like...
This is supposed to be fun.
It's supposed to be fun.
I pulled this on Monday.
I got to tell everyone that I pulled it for Friday's show, not for Monday.
I'm so glad I pulled it out from Monday.
Like, it makes a difference.
It gave me a chuckle when I listened to it.
All right, what Steve is trying to say is that Fred the Elephant Boy came in.
Here, quick, I'll pop down the phone. Lori, Lori, yes, your Auntie Erican. I was just saying how it would be so great meeting you, and hope
He's trying to impress a girl.
Your weekend buff you remember for the rest of your life.
And I'm going to. I hope you remember for the rest of your life. And I hope one thing, Elfo.
Yeah.
Okay, this makes you feel that you're not afraid to take chances, and that you know you're special for who you are. And you say screw everyone who doesn't believe in you and disses you because you've got something going. Okay,
Well,
believe it.
That's your hope. Yeah. Well, I can't imagine talk to you.
Hold on one second, will you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you put down that thing so she can't hear
Hold
you?
on a second. One second. Hold on one second, okay?
Sure.
Listen. Say to her, listen, honey, I don't need anyone giving me a confidence-building speech. When you meet me, that's when your life's going to change. I mean, get into it. Okay.
I like that.
Oh, you heard that?
Oh, what are you doing, Howard?
All right. Fred the Elephant Boy trying to get a date. Fantastic. Now, what else you got there, Gorilla?
Okay, later that day, former running back for the Buffalo Bills, O.J. Simpson, stopped by for a surprise visit with you and Robin.
I forgot about that. That's right. O.J. just walked
This
in.
is a highlight. Finally, a highlight.
All right, a highlight. Hey, O.J., what are you doing here?
What is this?
Hey, it's O.J. Simpson. Hey, man. Sorry, there's no naked girls in here. How you doing, man?
I see you in action.
Thank you. O.J., what are you up to these days? O.J. Simpson, of course, just walking in, just stopping in.
Just dropping by.
You know, to see if it looks like it sounds all the time.
Man, look at you. You're a good-looking guy, man.
Well, you know,
look at you. Robin, look at you.
Look at me.
Look at you looking at O.J.
I work hard to keep the illusion of youth.
Yeah, look at you,
And
man.
it is an illusion.
I don't usually wear this babushka on my head, by the way. Just having a little chemotherapy right now. I just got to keep it all together, okay?
Apologize for your look.
All right, O.J. O.J. has aged. Well, you would hop in the sack with O.J. inside of 3 seconds,
Don't
Robin.
be so...
Why won't you take the part where I'm asking about the white women?
That's what I originally wanted. I even have it in my notes. Scotty goes, no, I have something right here. It's from the promo. We could use that.
No. Why, if you're gonna do a week in review, the funny part of O.J. Simpson is when we're nailing him about the white women.
That's what
What's the matter with you? Oh, shut up with your notes. What are you listening to that bald imbecile for?
He was already wigging out.
You're not in charge of this anymore. Gary will now be in charge of this.
That's fine with me. What do you mean you're lying? Whoa.
You are lying. You are.
Scott, you smell like smoke. Get away from me.
Put a microphone on yourself, Scott. You're an engineer.
Oh, thank you. Is that what we're supposed to do? Well, I'm not.
Why are you ruining my show?
He's lying.
Because you're lazy and you just wanted to go to the...
He said he wanted to use it to part with Robin. I said, here, I have it edited. It's a short clip, and it's a good clip.
The whole morning you were sitting there, oh, how long is it going to be? Oh, how long is it going to be? So, Scott, you said, wait, I said, O.J. Simpson, I want to do something when he's talking about his girl. No, I have a promo. I got something right here. I said,
Scott,
all right.
what are you, working for Rick Dees or something?
Oh.
Trying to make me look bad? I mean, seriously, you call that the highlight of O.J. Simpson? That's the highlight? Him saying hello? Just wanted to stop by? You think that's a highlight?
No, that's not the highlight.
Wait, when did you become creative?
I didn't become
Who
creative.
asked you to give input? I want the clip of when O.J. Simpson starts talking about white women. He's lazy.
Well, that's true. I mean, we've always known that.
You're always in a pat. Oh, how long is this going to take? That's your job.
I know that's my
To take your
job.
time going through tapes. That's your job. I hate to tell you, if you don't like it, get a different one.
It's going to take as long as it does, Scott. Everything is going to take as long as it does.
Everything's going to take time.
How long is
Scott's
it
motto, let's get this done and onward to the next cigarette. I mean, what, you got to sit in that stupid room anyway. Why are you in a rush? Why are you so rushed? Tell me, what is the problem?
Don't you like your job?
I love my job.
So if you love your job, what are you rushing? Every minute, he's got to get home. You got to go home. I got to get home to take care of my son.
I'm not rushing to get home.
Stop with your son. You're so pussy-whipped, it's sickening. With the son every minute. You know, I don't see my kids for 3 days.
His wife doesn't even work.
That's
He's
right.
always got to spell her.
I got to get home to relieve my wife. I mean, what are you, a pussy?
It's one kid.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
How could that be a lot?
This guy, 12 o'clock hits, he's out. The whistle goes off.
Yeah, because he's got to get home to take care of his other duties.
You get the friggin' overtime. What are you making a living? Tell your wife you're making a living. That's all. That's all. You're out there making a living.
It has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with
I hear every day. I got to get home and take care of my son.
Who was telling me how you smoke all over your son when you lied to us and told us you didn't?
Yeah, you smoke all over your son, don't you? Do you smoke all over your son?
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Secondhand smoke.
Poor child has a smoker's cough already.
All right, enough.
Enough. Enough of you are smoking. I'm sick of your smoking. Puts the ashes in the kid's shirt pocket. What is it? Unbelievable. Dear Radio Boogeyman, now that Gorilla explained what you've done for the past week, who's going to explain what he just said? I've heard the Elephant Boy makes more sense than him. This is from King of All Faxes. Dear Howard, how many minutes old was Gorilla when the doctor dropped him on his head, causing his present mental condition? He makes Fa-Fa-Fooey sound like Einstein. Oz. This is from Oz. Guy right. To the two of you, two chuckleheads.
When you get together, that's dangerous.
Yeah. Gorilla, put this on the next highlight reel.
Don't let him boss you around. You've got to pull highlights, Gorilla.
Yeah, Gorilla, you're the guys whose ass on the line.
I didn't boss them
Scott.
around.
You do, Scott. You boss everyone around.
Oh,
you
you
influence
intimidate
these kids.
them.
These kids are down there working for me.
Other than suggesting that
You think that was an interesting...
No, he said he wanted to use Robin. Because OJ came out, you were making it like OJ was coming on to Robin.
Yeah. Well, that would have been even more interesting.
Well, that's what it is.
Oh, that's not what it was. It says, hey, OJ, how you doing?
Well,
I heard 10 minutes of OJ, how you doing?
Okay.
The rest is us.
Hey, Gorilla, take a good look at Scott. You're going to be that bald by summer. Gorilla's losing his hair.
Gorilla's dejected.
You're going to be as bald as Scott.
Oh, look at him. He's about to cry.
Are you going to cry,
Not
Gorilla?
that bad, Gorilla.
No, I'm not going to cry.
Ooh.
What are you listening to him for? Is Scott creative?
I can't explain it. It's just like, you go in the studio, Scott has so many other things to do.
He doesn't have anything to do.
He has nothing to do.
Nothing at all.
Okay, it was just like, I felt like I was a thorn in his side to begin with, and I
You
wanted...
don't feel that way. I told you that. If you're getting that vibe from Scott, come down and tell me, and I'll tell Scott what to do.
I did, okay.
It's hard to explain, I walked in there, he's like...
Well, stop being
okay.
such a pussy.
I'm not being a pussy, I'm an intern, he's an engineer.
No. You're down there doing a job for me. I don't care what kind of vibe you catch, and you tell Scott, this is what I want.
Scott has a natural tendency every time you hand him work to complain. That's his,
Hey, Fred.
He does that
when we
automatically.
did the intros
And the other
outros.
thing about Scott is you got to use your brains, too. You can't just go down there and have Scott looking around through a tape. Why don't you cue up the tapes to where you want?
I did.
Oh, you did?
I did
He
all
pulled
that.
all of that.
And you had...
There was this one clip
All right.
that we had. That's it. I let him do whatever he wanted. As a matter of fact, I thought
Scott,
a lot of
I
the
don't
clips
want you
were long.
intimidating the
I thought
intern.
a lot of the clips were long, and I didn't say a word purposely because I
Gorillo,
wanted...
come on, get with the program, huh? You came up with a good idea, and already you're out of it.
You got to let him try one more time, Howard.
I can't. I have an audience to please.
He can do you can do a better job, can't you?
Gorilla, what's your problem?
I don't know, what is my problem? I tried my best. If that's
was
it,
your
then,
best?
then-
That was your best? Then your best won't do. I got to talk to the audience, see if they like this feature. All right, I'm going to ask for an audience vote if they like the new Steve Grillo
It
feature.
could be good, Howard.
it wouldn't be bad if you ripped everything I said.
It would
It's
be
our
better.
I think it would be
If you
good without the
didn't
clips.
If you didn't edit everything I said.
I'll tell you, if this was school, you'd be left back.
Was this a project where you're going to be graded on this?
Don't ever make me a teacher. I'm going to ask the audience if they like this. Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you like this feature?
You know what I think? I think the Week in Review is going to be part of next week's Week in Review.
Right.
Because, I mean, these moments right now are fantastic.
A classic.
Yeah. So it's going to get real confusing, you know? Next week's Week in Review, we have last week's Week in Review.
Last week's Week in Review had a very good discussion between myself, Steve Grillo, and Scott the engineer of the Week in Review.
You know what Scott's problem is, though, man? It's definitely, the cigarettes definitely slow him down.
Yeah. But
Definitely
remember, for about a week, he was wearing a toupee. I think the toupee glue dripped into his eyes.
And I really think that the tobacco smoke really makes the tapes deteriorate. That's
I
why the
think so.
last tape broke, you know?
Well, that's why you got to hear the April Fool's joke. I had our general manager, Tom Chiasano. I brought him into a room. I said, go in and tell Scott that he can't smoke anymore in the building. You know, in that little room of his little smoking room.
Did Scott quit?
Well, no, here's what happened. But then I thought about it. I said, if Tom tells him that Scott's such a pussy, he won't say anything to Tom. So I brought Scott in a room, and I said, Scott, Tom's going to come in and tell you to quit smoking. Yell at Tom.
Oh. Ooh.
And tell Tom you refuse because you're going to call your lawyer and everything else because you have to smoke because you love your cigarettes.
This is a good ploy. So
Yeah.
it's a double whammy.
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Is that on? Let's see.
Is that in the weekend review?
No, that's not it.
You got that, Scott?
It should be up here. I'll get
Yeah, do me a favor. Throw that right on.
Were you finished your weekend review, Gorilla?
No, we're still in the middle of the weekend review.
Dear.
But I want you to hear one of the one of the April Fool's jokes we
Okay.
played. Our original idea was to take Tom, our general manager, and hack him up with a machete as an April Fool's joke.
Now, how is that a joke?
Yeah, that's what we told Fred. It was too strong. It was his idea. It wasn't funny.
It's funny to me.
I said, where's the April Fool's humor?
Yeah. Will Tom be laughing at the end?
All right, so everybody understands this. Tom Chiasano comes in the room. He tells Scott to quit smoking, but Tom doesn't know we already told Scott. So the joke is really on Tom. But Tom doesn't flinch.
Yes, but Tom... Oh, he doesn't?
No. Very strange. And then the other April Fool's joke we did was on Steve Grillo, the guy here.
What'd you
sitting
do to Steve?
here. We had a guy go in and pretend he was deaf. And so Gary... Oh, hi, Tom.
I just want to be... Because I want to see how this all comes out.
Yeah. And...
Don't you remember it?
Oh, you haven't heard it?
Oh, I haven't heard the tape.
Okay.
That's okay.
Pull up a jack.
Pull up. Don't worry about it. You guys, I feel bad for you.
Who, Gorilla?
I asked the guy to do it,
I asked the guy to do something. He did a bad job. That's all.
Actually, it was his idea.
Yeah. All right, here's Tom Chiasano, our general manager, telling Scott that he can't smoke anymore. Tom, you feel bad for Gorilla?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, then why don't you pay him?
He doesn't feel that bad.
All right, he doesn't feel that bad. Yes.
It's so unexpected.
All right, here we go.
Fred's bed.
Tom walks in, our general manager, to tell Scott to quit smoking.
All right.
A couple things. Yeah, it seems to be fine, right?
Yeah, I've been checking it every once in a while. It seems to be good.
Okay. The other
You got to check out Scott's acting too. I mean, Scott has got to act like a guy who's pissed off.
All right.
All
So Scott really... Well, go ahead.
He had you going.
No, he didn't.
Oh.
I discussed this with Richie, and I think it's... we want to make this into a no-smoking studio.
No smoking.
A no-smoking studio.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I just... I've discussed it with George, I've discussed it with Richie, and I just think that, the cigarette smoke and the nicotine, the tar...
By the way, Tom is doing a great job because this is really how Tom does stuff.
Yes.
This is how annoying Tom is. I discussed it with Richie. Oh, great. You discussed it with the whole station.
Right.
Yeah.
Not just my idea.
Yeah, Tom always has to discuss it.
I'm using Richie and George because Richie's the chief engineer and George is the ex-chief.
Okay.
So I figure that's going to add a little more credibility to the need to make it a non-smoking room.
You are so annoying. You have no idea how annoying you are. No, I checked with these people.
I've already discussed it with everybody.
Tom's always doing the right thing.
Et cetera. Just, you just can't be good for the equipment in here. And this really is the only studio where smoking happens to any degree. And we're just trying to protect the equipment.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's rough. I mean, working in here and then, I mean...
You want to listen to Scott's call?
Yeah, he's doing you a favor.
Tom's like really helping out.
Oh man, that's going to be really hard.
Yeah, I mean, better for you, better for the equipment in the long run.
Now I just feel like, because everybody else is smoking and Scott can't smoke because he's in the studio. It's like, what else could you do to me? It's just like,
Listen, there are people in this building that don't let people smoke on their floors. I see them, you see them when you leave the building, probably outside smoking.
Right.
I mean, I don't know that you can smoke any place in some of the other businesses in the floor.
I understand your point,
so we're still being, we're still being more liberal than most, but now we're getting a little bit more conservative than we have been.
I understand your point. I mean, but I feel like I'm being singled out. I mean, recently you cut my plug down, which, was going on for years, and you said I couldn't.
But one has nothing to do with the other.
No, I know. No, but I feel like my cigarettes are my life right now. I mean, I've tried to stop. I mean, it's like I love my cigarettes.
This is a hell of a statement. My cigarettes are my life.
I mean, I love my cigarettes. I mean, I'm not a pig in here. I don't put cigarette butts out on the console or the equipment.
Well,
I mean, when Howard screamed at me yesterday for.
Yeah, we've had it wasn't. It wasn't something that was decided overnight. We've had a lot of conversation about it. Tim is concerned about it as well. I mean, the new PD.
Right.
And that's just the way we're going to make it.
I mean, it's going to severely, really put a crimp in me. I mean, I'm.
You'll be a better man for it, Scott. Deal with it.
I mean, you're going to have to force me to stop, but it's going to be really hard. I think
whenever you go for...
It's like Olivier up there, Scott, huh? Isn't he something?
That's a great job, right?
But that's how Tom argues. Even if you have a good point and you say, hey, listen...
He always just keeps adding more names to the list of people who already said...
Tim agrees.
That's my son.
That's what I said, Tim, his son. His wife, Penelope, agrees. Everyone agrees that Scott should say...
I discussed it with the family.
Yeah, I called a big meeting of my brother-in-laws, my sister-in-laws.
And we didn't make this decision overnight. He always says that.
Yeah, we didn't make this decision overnight.
I really thought about it. It took a long time to make this decision.
I was trying hard not to laugh the whole time doing this. I wanted you to know.
Wow. What is it, Scott?
No, I was trying to get some reaction out of Tom. I mean,
you can't.
He's just even all the way. He doesn't go up or down. He just stays at that
And the more you yell, the more Tom is even.
But you were laughing. If you had said, no, Tom, I can't do it.
Yeah, but then he would have known right away. If I just jumped on him, I want you to know.
You said cigarettes were your life.
Right. What is it, Mighty Joe?
Can I just tell you, when they were both in there doing this, they're both looking at each other, looking at me, cracking smiles like crazy. Tom's telling me, if he goes for a cigarette, sit on him. Make sure he doesn't smoke. I mean, it was unbelievable. This guy's trying to act mad. This guy's trying to act serious. They're both sitting
both of them can't act.
Yeah, neither one of them can act at all.
No one can act. All right, get out of here, you big monkey. Cheers what you have to say. Well, there it is. Listen, let me take a break here. We'll finish the week in review.
Oh.
If we can still get through that. And we have to finish taking a vote on whether we should still do the week in review.
That's true. We're in the middle of everything.
You've interrupted my momentum.
92.3 K-Rock. We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
Yes. Gorilla's Week in Review is going to take a week to get through. Good thing he has a funny voice, or this bit would go down like Gary's dump at your house over the weekend.
Oh.
It's a good thing Jackie's wife doesn't buy Scott's kids clothes. With his smoking around the kid all the time, his kid would have gone up in flames eons ago. The Week in Review sucks, but keep it in. Tormenting Gorilla is great. If I was him, I'd start sucking up to Ganji. His father's going to have to hire both of them.
You know, it's funny. You always wait for Doug Trent's faxes to come over because they're so funny, but now when it's about you, it's not too funny.
There you go. Now you realize it's not funny when it's about you. Hey, I got to get the lesbian in here.
Right. We don't have time to finish the weekend review.
Yeah, I think I'm going to bail out of the weekend review if nobody minds. So,
you got the outro?
What else did you have in the weekend review?
Well, Danny Bonaducci.
Douchey?
Danny Bonaducci. All right, one last weekend review. Danny Bonaducci gets into a fight with us on the air. That's that idiot who was on the Partridge Family who calls up. You're going to apologize.
Yeah, he now works at the Chicago station.
Yeah, you're going to apologize to me. He's been an absolute creep, and you're going to apologize.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Be honest.
Hop in the sack with him. That's
O.J.
still
Simpson.
O.J., right?
Still O.J. Can't get rid of O.J. All right, Danny Bonaducci.
All right, well, this is done. I apologize. You don't want to accept it. I did the best I could.
But you got to admit it's a half-ass apology.
No, I don't. I admit it's a flat-out sorry if I hurt your feelings.
Yeah, but what you're saying is you did nothing wrong.
He would do it again.
You would do it again?
Yes, I would do it again.
That's
okay,
what he's saying.
So then apology not accepted.
If I find myself in competition with you, I will do everything I can.
I welcome the competition.
Yeah, that's really stupid. It didn't work.
Hey, Danny, I welcome the competition from you because if you get those stellar ratings like you did in Philadelphia, I'll always do well.
Across the board, in the Acura ratings, we beat you the last time.
the Acura ratings, he beat me.
Number one in cars.
Yeah, number one in cars. Your Soupy Sales used to tell me he beat me, too, because he was number one in cars. That's what you sound like. You sound naive. It sounds like you haven't learned anything in radio yet.
Well,
I never heard of Acura ratings. I've been in radio 15 years. There you go. There was our argument, right? Is that it, Gorillo?
Yep, that's it.
Did you have anything else?
No.
No,
That
what did you
was
have?
the week,
No, I
huh?
did. No, I had Stuttering John when that guy called up because Stuttering John threw sand on him, and I had the Butt Bongo prank we played on April 1st.
All right. Well, that's good enough for me. I want to get the lesbians in here, and I got to get you out of here. You're really giving me a headache. I think that's what it is. So here is Steve Grillo.
That was the Howard Stern Week in Review with me, your host, Steve Grillo. Join me next week for more highlights of the most entertaining
Don't count on it.
show in America.
Don't count on it, Grillo. All right, Grillo. Very good. You tried your best, and that's what counts. All right, out with Grillo. All right, Grillo, you did a nice job. There you go.
He's going to go to the men's room now and cry.
Does he do that?
No.
Oh.
But he does look pretty dejected.
Yeah, he can handle it.